Welcome back to another episode of a special edition Minecraft guides how to build certain type of homes in certain ways. And yes, I'm going to go back into that routine now when it comes to Minecraft, and I want to build some homes that are different, unique, and surprising. Now, the one behind me is a machine that's behind me, and we're going to build that to get to the door that's in this home. Now, reason why the door is actually too high from your grasp, well, you're going to see what's behind me here once I start moving here. And yes, you can see that I am a character from the Spider-Man series, so we're going to keep him around and use our spidey senses and such like that. So now, before we get started in any way, so here's a Pokeball. Does anybody recognize a standard Pokeball from any other Pokemon game? Does anybody know? Well, I do. I actually made one Pokeball home, and I made it a giant Pokeball with a basement underneath, and have it as a 2-floor where you enter at the second floor and you go down instead of going to the first floor to going to second and then going down. But since I lost that home as of one of my other profiles I had before, that so in the meantime I can't get that home at the meantime. So here we are going to go ahead and go inside, and we're going to see what this machine does, okay? And a dumb door. Come on now. Alright. Now, here's the thing. This is a slime blocks. 4 in a row. Or actually, 2x2, actually. And you definitely are going to make it like this, actually. But I'm going to show you how this machine does its job, actually, naturally. So you're going to hit this button. Which, you're going to get hurt in the process once you get up to that point. So you want to make sure that the slimes actually pushes you up. Alright? Now, once we're up here, you're going to be surprised of where the door is. Okay? So as you can see, there's a 2x1 here as a gap here, and it's giving you an indicator that the door is literally in front of us. You guys have a question saying, what door? You ask. Well, here's the door right here. Pull this lever. Door's like right there in thin air, like you didn't even see it, but it's there. Okay. Now, once you get inside, you're going to actually do the same thing, but except it closes it instead. So now we're going to go ahead and go down. Now, since that is your main entrance, now you're going to see how the big change of this Pokeball home, how big of a change is. So as you can see, that up on the inside here is actually your actual Pokeball home, naturally. It really is. So basically, this is going to be what the home will look like once it's finished. But I already have another location to show you how to build it. And I already have it ready to go, except the Pokeball constructions ain't there yet. And we're going to show you that, how to build it. So I'm going to go ahead and hop on this little nifty little glass path. We're going to go ahead and grab that and the ladder, since we're going to need those. And if you're wondering how I'm grabbing these items in a way, well, if you have the pick block option as your control buttons, one of the buttons that you normally don't use at all, you can use that as your control button and you can pick block it at any time. And I'll show you how to make the machine door here, which is going to be really, really simple, not a whole lot, and I'll tell you the actual requirements for the door itself. So I prefer to land on the slime blocks so that you can land on it land on it safely, so you don't fall from here. But I mean, that's like 3 blocks, but that won't hurt as much. But I prefer land on the slime blocks just to be on the safe side. But we're gonna take a little bit of a walk. Okay? Even though Spider-Man here is just not, not a flying dude, but I mean, but since I'm in creative, in Minecraft you can do anything with the characters that actually does exist. So here we are. You're probably wondering why there's like random holes here. Well, alright. So, the main objective here. Okay? Now, the Pokeball standard, as you can see, it actually was 3 blocks at the bottom half. But once you got inside, it was a little smaller, it seems like. So, I'll show you how that effect changes quickly. So, you're going to grab a block of your choice. I chose stone, just to be on the safe side. And white concrete, black concrete, gray concrete, red concrete, glass, and ladders. At this point, you actually are going to have, at this point. And I'll tell you what else you would need at this point, alright? So, we're going to go ahead and start off making a ring that is going to be 8 by 8. Why do I say that? Well, you're going to see why. So, you're going to actually measure out with the stone here and leave that here. Just that alone, this hole here. Because you're going to need that once. You're going to actually leave a hole, and you want to make sure it's deep enough. Okay? At your desire, I should say. The deepest you go, the more secured your home would be, but less sleep time you would have. Because there will be monsters nearby, if you have it on easy. Okay? Now, you're going to do this again. Do another ring, but this time without skipping any blocks. Going around like this. So it should be a 4 by 4 by now. And then, reason why I wanted to make it look like an 8 by 8, which is going to be from right into this corner here. And then you're going to do it again. Do the same ring again. Okay? You're going to do it again. Now, if you have like a hole here, you're going to actually place and start at the point where the holes are, and you're going to go around as a ring. Okay? Now, once you have that, now, here's your next step. Now, since you have an 8 by 8, now, the last ring you just placed, you are going to remove it again and place white concrete. You're going to remove the whole ring, and you're going to place white concrete as the ring. Okay? Oops. Mistakes happen, so if you made a mistake, go ahead and get rid of it. But if you're doing it in survival, good luck. That's all I can say. But if you know how, you do a fabulous job on it. So, now since you have a white 8 by 8 ring, and it should be 8 by 8. So count it to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, since you count that, now we're going to count the same length, but except we're going in a different direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you got to make sure it is exact 8 by 8. Why do I say that? Well, the inside is going to be a 6 by 6 tall. Just to be on the safe side. Alright? Okay, now, the next thing you're going to do is actually now fill in the floor here with white concrete. Except one spot. Does anybody know? Of course, the hole sitting there. Who would not know that, right? So you got to make sure you leave the hole open at all costs. You never know, if you block it, how would you know where it is? That means you'll be destroying what you made to find your hole. So I would prefer make the hole first and then wait until further instructions until I tell you what you need to do next at the bottom. So now, since you did that, now you should have right here a 2 by 8 tall as your base there. Okay. Now you're going to do this one last time with the white concrete, and then you're going to do this with gray concrete, and only part of that is going to be black concrete. Okay? And I'll show you why. Now, the reason why I say it's only a certain height. Okay? Now, since you did that with the white concrete, now have gray or black concrete, but I prefer to start off with a black concrete and figure out your location of where the entrance will be at. Alright? So now, I'm going to go ahead and fill this hole here, and I'm going to make this right here as my entrance. So, to make it look like an actual Pokeball, okay? So we're going to go ahead and put black concrete right here. Okay? Then what you're going to do is actually put gray concrete all the way around 2 layers. Okay? Like so. Whoops. Mistakes can happen. There. Now, since you have it in 2 layers, now here comes the red concrete. Okay? You're going to put this up 3 layers and then have the top covered on the same layer as the third. So you're going to go around 3 times, and on the 3rd layer you're going to fill in the actual layer that you just placed. I'll show you what I mean by that. So you're going to do this one last time, but instead of going around like a ring, you're going to actually do it like this. Like so. And you're going to leave a hole so you can get in. Okay? And then you're going to need some torches. I prefer torches because they're a lot easier to use. So you're going to go ahead and, if you're doing this in creative, go ahead and get the torch, and then you're going to put them back here. Put 2 right here, 3 right here, and the same on this side. Okay? Reason why I did it like that, whoa, not just yet down there. Whoops. The reason why I did that is because your door is going to sit right where the black concrete is sitting. And I'll show you how to build that in a sec. Now, you're going to go ahead and cover up the hole you made. So you're going to go ahead and cover that up. Now, the next thing you're going to do is that you're going to need just the red concrete for now. But we're going to go ahead and place all the items we have except for the red concrete. Okay? Follow along? Good. If not, like I said, and like I always say, if you're not caught up, pause it, and then you can catch up if you can. If I'm too fast, like I said, pause it, catch up, and then just go ahead and start her up again. Is all I have to say. So, now the next 3 items you're going to need, the major part of this machine itself, is that you're going to need, if you're in survival, 7 redstone, 4 repeaters, and then you're going to need sticky pistons. 6. No, wait, right. Let's see. 2, 4. You need 12, actually, as a matter of fact. You need 12 sticky pistons if you're doing this in survival. Okay? So, first off, we're going to go ahead and put sticky piston here, 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 and here. And then what you're going to do is do the same thing except facing them this way. Okay? Now, you're going to go ahead and do the same exact thing on this side. Okay? Now, since you have your machine somewhat ready, now you're going to go ahead and put the red concrete on top. Now, redstone here, 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 and here. Okay? Actually, you need 5 repeaters, actually, because you're going to place a block right here, and you're going to go underneath to come over here and somehow place the repeater like so. Okay. Now you're going to come over here, do the exact same thing. Actually, no, it's going to be 4 repeaters, my bad. So you're going to place a repeater right here, and then you're going to add a block here and a redstone. And now the last piece of what you need to do is getting it to work. These repeaters are going to be on 2 ticks. This one the same way, but except facing the opposite. But not like that. Just like that on 2 ticks. Okay? Why do I say 2 ticks? Does anyone want to know about it? Well, it makes the machine work a lot easier. Because if it's on 1 tick, it will not extract these a lot easier. It will just make them sit here in front of your path. So the best way I would say is that putting this one on 2 ticks and this one on 2 ticks and leaving these 2 alone. Okay? Now, you're going to go ahead, and the last piece you're going to need is levers, and you're going to need 2 of them. One right here, to actually work the machine, to get the actual black concrete, and then what happens is that it pulls them out of that center there. Okay? Now you're going to come out here, And now, this you gotta be really, really precise of where it's at. So I would say you put it here, but like I said, it's really, really precise of where the location is. So right here, bang. So you have to be really, really precise of where the location is. So the black concrete sits here. Okay, you go up 2 blocks and place your lever on the right side. On the right side, black concrete side, half, and you want to go up 2 and place it there. Now, making the other machine that makes it all the same way of getting up. Well, the other items you definitely are going to need are very simple. Okay? Now, you're going to go ahead and place sticky piston there, but make sure you get rid of these. Why do I say that? Well, it's basically the item of that, the slime block will basically be taking it right with it. So you're going to place 4 right here, like so. Now, but since I did it a little too close, okay, I'm actually going to go ahead and remove that and make it in a different spot. And I've got this block of my choice. And then I'm going to go ahead and remove this here. So I have enough room here to do what I need to do over here. And I'm going to add a grass block as my other choice. Okay. Now, you're going to go over here. Now, you're going to go ahead and place 2 grass blocks. If you pick block it, you're going to place them there. Now, you're going to go ahead and put stone right here and make a 2 by 2 in the middle. Okay? Now, you're going to do not the exact same thing, but except you're going to put pillars to hold it up. Okay? And you're going to just leave these open. Except this right here. This right here. Which I will do it like this. And then this over here, but except you're going to actually put a door there instead. Okay? Now you're going to come in here, cover this, but you're actually going to leave this block right here for now. Well, hold off on that for now. So, we're going to go ahead and go get rid of these right here. And then we're going to go ahead and get rid of these here, because you're going to see what we're going to put there once we are ready. Okay? Now, sticky piston. Not like that, but facing upwards. And then slime block there. As you can see, you can bounce on it. We're going to go ahead and place them there. But here's the thing. You want to make sure you can jump on it, actually. So then we're going to go ahead and go down 1 more. Okay? And then we're going to go ahead and get rid of this here. Okay? Sticky piston there. Again, same process. Placing all. And it's going to have a save here. So I'm going to find something for me to do. Alright, there we go. Now, you got to at least remember where you put the piston, because this is very, very crucial in this way. Okay? It's very, very, very crucial. Okay? You're going to go ahead and mine this block right here. Redstone here, there. And you got to make sure it's actually pointing towards to the block instead. Okay? Now, you're going to go ahead and place grass block here, grass block here, and then what's going to happen is that you're going to place not a stone there, but you're going to place stone right here. But you don't want to block the path here. So we're going to go ahead and do this, add redstone here, 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 and here. So it's going to make it a nice little chain there. And then we're going to go ahead and place this here and here. Okay? Now, since you have a nice little wall there, okay? Now, you gotta really know where you placed it, really. So since the redstone's right there, so we're gonna go ahead and get a button here. Whoops, not bad. And it's gonna be a stone button, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and place it here. And what happens is that once you press this button, bloop, tick. Well, that's what happens, okay? Now, you want to make sure you cover this, because you never know what happens these days with the creepers and monsters and animals, like name it, off the book. So I would say cover it up just to be on the safe side. Okay, you want to make sure you cover it up so that nothing happens to it on the inside. So if something gets destroyed in any way, then you have a way of retracting it in a way. So I've got a torch up in here somewhere, don't I? Yes, I do. So we're going to go ahead and swap out the lever here, and we're going to go ahead and put the torches up on the inside here, so that it's somewhat lit, so that no monsters will spawn there. Okay? Now since this is going to be your doorway, so you want to make sure this is an arch. Now, to prevent animals from getting inside, what else do you need to put there? Since I don't have room here, I'm going to remove one item here. And go ahead and get this oak door here. And I'm going to go ahead and place it there. Now, since you have made a nice little machine, but since you have a way of getting up here without a problem, we're going to go ahead and put a fence up on here. But since the area that I have, the machine that I made at a different location, and there's no way any mob will get onto that. But here, yes, they can get onto this. So we're going to go ahead and get a oak fence here and place it all the way around here, so that if you have any idea of trying to get through this without a problem, well, there's a reason for that. So we're going to go ahead and place additional 2 blocks there and putting a fence right there. Now, your machine is actually done. Now, doing the inside is what matters now. So now we're going to go ahead and put the redstone here, or the actual red concrete there, and we're going to go ahead and get rid of all of these blocks right here except the torches. Okay? And we're not going to need any type of block mechanisms. So, and we're going to still keep our block of choice depending on where you're located. So, and then I'm going to go ahead and remove the door from our inventory here, and they're gone. So, now we're going to go ahead and go inside here. Bloop. Now I'm going to show you the actual the actual inside of the core of this standard Pokeball. Okay? What it will look like once you go down. Okay? Now, first you're going to need is somehow getting down here safely without a problem. Okay? Now, since it's dark up in here, we are going to go ahead and Alright, so we're going to go ahead and light it up. Now, except that the floor is white. So we're going to go ahead and light up the corners here. Just for now. Okay? Now, this is what the inside would look like once you don't have it ready and built. But now, here's a good thing about this, is that you got to know where your entrance of your standard Pokeball above, and then you're going to put that exact location and put the actual black concrete at that location. So what I'm saying is, I'm going to show you here once I get up here. Now, so your entrance is facing this, the direction I'm going. So now we're going to go ahead and go down. And now since it's right here, so we're going to go ahead and remove these right here. Okay? Get the black concrete. And you got to be really precise of your location of your entrance so that it's facing the same direction. Okay? Now, next, you got to have somehow to go back up to your entrance above. There's no way to do that, right? Well, once we finish the actual design on the walls here, you will see why. Okay? Now, we're going to go ahead and grab the red concrete, white concrete, and gray concrete, not the ender pearl there. And yes, I was trying to figure out some other things with the ender pearl, but I kind of failed on those. So we're going to go ahead and start off with, as you can see, my location is actually near a cave. Okay? So don't mind that whatsoever. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and go around with white concrete all the way around. But if you are actually in the premises of a cave, okay, here's the thing. You got to really, really pay attention what's around you and the surroundings. And if you're doing this in survival and if you want to build it underneath, don't go straight down. You die that way. Okay? You will spawn somewhere else and you'll be like, oh, where did I put my structure? Oh, well, good luck on that one. I found out that once you die, actually, you would spawn somewhere else where it doesn't end up very good. So, besides all that, we're going to go ahead and do one, or actually 2 layers of gray here. concrete. Back. Alright. I'm not going to start sneezing while I'm doing this, right? Oh, well, I might end up have to, so. Now, we're going to go ahead and start here since we stopped at that location. You might have seen what that was, actually, as a matter of fact. If you guys seen that, don't worry about it. Okay, just don't worry about it. It's nothing too serious. Oh, there's another one of those. It's like, yay, more interesting stuff. Nah. Alright. Now, basically, inside will be similar to the actual structure above. So we're going to go ahead and do red concrete here now. And I'm going to show you how the lighting system works up in here. You don't really have to turn on anything. It's always on at all times. So that once you enter, you've seen how the original was made. So you're going to see that here once we finish the actual structure here. I'm going to go ahead and, oh, another surprising interest there. So we're going to go ahead and get into this corner here. And get right, oh, you might have seen another interest. Bang. Well, I'm sorry. I just can't handle it. Hey. I hate when I'm actually, like, up on the ceiling when I'm flying around. And you get bumped downwards. And I'm like, really? Come on now. I just don't like how certain games actually do that in any way. Now, we're going to go ahead and do the ceiling here now. Hard. There. But you want to make sure you do this really precise. Leave the hole because that's your entry and exit. Because there's no other way you would get in here unless you you know exactly how to get to that location. So now, exactly how I did it, of how the lighting system worked, you could start with the black concrete here and place 4 on it. And now over here, you're going to place 4 here, place 4 here, and then the same thing except the center. And then the same on this side, but you're going to put 8 instead. So it's basically just going to be like that, and then go ahead and get rid of the ones that were on the ground. But if you have this pre-made and you're trying to figure out what to do with it, or if you haven't not have it made, then you know exactly how to make it here now. But now getting down, or going up, I should say, that's where the glass piece comes in, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get the glass ladders, and we're going to go ahead and start that. So we're going to go ahead and get the red concrete here, go down 2 blocks. Get the glass here, go about 2 blocks, mind the one that's in the corner, and then go facing to the wall here. Now, reason why it's like that, so that you can go on the ladders here and down, except leave the empty space here, so that you won't end up going up the ladder. Because if you place one here, you immediately go up on the ladder. Okay? Now, if you get rid of it, you can't go up on the ladder unless you jump. Like so. Now, you're going to do the same thing here, except you're going to put a ladder here, 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 and all the way up. And you're going to keep on going upwards. Okay, you're going to do that. Just pretty much like that. Now, you have a ladder. Just now going down, you have a way and a safe return into your Pokeball that you have down here. But it's more secure if you have this Pokeball deeper into the ground, so that it takes longer for your opponents, or if you're doing this in a co-op, it takes longer for your players or your co-op players to find them, or to find your location. But they will know your location, but they just won't find your actual entry or know how to open it in a way. So you got to find a way to actually make sure that your home is more secure, so that there's no way that they will get up to your location or go down to your location. Okay. Now, since you made this, you can actually put your crafting table up in here, and furnace up in here, like anything you could think of. But since it's down underground, watch out for monsters, because they can kind of sneak up on you, but they won't get in here of where we're at. They'll just sound right next to you, but you won't be able to sleep. Let's put it that way. Now, since you know how to build an actual standard Pokeball here, underground, a lot bigger than the one you originally built up on the upper ground here. So since we're above ground here, so basically this is actually how a standard Pokeball will look like above ground. A lot smaller. But underneath, it's a lot bigger than what you see here. So it's like a little wider, a little more bigger of a cube. So that's basically how you would build a home out of a Pokeball. If you want a Ultra Ball, Great Ball, you can design that on top and have the same design underground and have it as your Great Ball, Ultra Ball. Now, the Master Ball is going to be a little bit difficult to do unless you know how to build that. But this is actually the original that I made in the actual desert area. It's very simple, not really that hard. But there's still more homes for me to build, and I will be building them soon. I just need to figure out what kind of systems I want, and what kind of security doors I want. And trust me, I know security. Trust me, I know types of security systems. And if you want to see more of that, hit that like button below, and also post this video so that everybody can see it, and then I will hopefully build more homes, but with more better and more security and more lighting systems in different ways. So if you like this video, please leave a like and a comment, and I will catch you guys in the next episode of Minecraft Guides. And I'm your host, Survivalman1, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.